Hey there guys, I'm gonna do something a little different today. I'm out and about running errands and I'm telling you, summer is just busy, and so I haven't really had time to sit down and do an official video chat or record a video, so I'm just gonna do it in my car today because sometimes you just gotta get it done. Get it done, got her did. You know what I'm saying? Put a little video out to go along with my blog post, a summer edition how I meal plan. This is meal planning without really meal planning. So I just give each day of the week a theme, and that helps me figure out what we're gonna have for dinner. I'm Amy from Our Amiable Farmhouse, and today I'm going to talk to you about meal planning. And I used to be one of those, you know, type A kind of people, which I still am. I'm a recovering type A addict. That's, I don't know. Anyways, is that a thing? I've noticed that the older I get, the more lax I tend to be in my type A-ness. So I'm trying, okay? I'm trying, people. Meal planning, I used to, you know, try and, okay, what are we gonna have each day of the week for dinner, breakfast, and all the things. I need to write down a list because that will help me. That'll help me stay focused, and I won't be wondering at 4 o'clock, oh no, I forgot to pull something out of the freezer. What are we gonna eat? Ah! So, over the years, I have discovered that if I have a rough plan, maybe a theme. Summer is here, and I'm going to do a little series of how I meal plan throughout the year, and we're going to start with summer. So, to get rid of the stress and constant question of what are we going to eat for dinner, I came up with this theme, right, for each day of the week. That helps me stay focused. Well, if I have a theme for the day, then I can pseudo plan, right, around that theme. I've created a little PDF printout that you could post on your fridge to help you remember the themes for each night and give you some ideas of what you could make for dinner. So be sure to download your copy today for free. I will leave a link below in the description. So here we go. Mondays are typically, well, it depends on the time of year. But for Mondays, we'll do a salad theme. So in the summer, that looks like, because it's hot, I really don't like to eat when it gets terribly hot. I just don't, I'm not as hungry. And so a lot of light things, salads, smoothie bowls, cool things, not like hot heavy meals that you would have in the winter and the fall. So we're gonna keep it light on Mondays with a salad. That may look like a Cobb salad or a steak salad. So we do a lot of grilling because nobody wants to heat up the house in a 1910 farmhouse that has terrible insulation and no air conditioning. So yeah, we hope for the cool evenings so that we can cool off the house, and then we shut everything up before it gets hot in the morning, and we live in a 80-degree house during the day. Anyway, so salads it is on Mondays. That might look like grilling a couple steaks and slicing them thin to put on top of a bed of greens. Like if I've got some greens growing in the garden, kale, spinach, lettuces, whatever that may look like. I like to wilt my kales and spinaches just because of the, I can't think of the word, but it's like something, starts with an O, oxalase, something acids, I don't know. So it's good for you to wilt those, you know, lightly steam or saute to break those down and get rid of that, because otherwise, if you have ever noticed you eat raw spinach or raw kale and your stomach hurts afterwards, it's because of the oxalase something acids. I can't think of the word. They kind of act like shards of glass in your intestine, and anyway, so I read that once, and so it's actually good to break them down by either freezing, or so like if you're gonna put them in a smoothie, it's a good idea to freeze them. Kind of breaks that down. And if you're gonna eat them, lightly saute or steam. They don't have to be mushy like collard greens, like creamed spinach, you know, anything like that. But anyways, so usually I stick with lettuce from the garden or romaine or from the store or whatever, and then we'll just dress up the salad with whatever's in the garden, some squash or peas, snap peas, green beans that have been sauteed, or I like to shred carrot, shredded cabbage, cucumbers, all the things, all the summer bounty, right? And then top it with grilled chicken, sliced grilled chicken or steak, hard-boiled eggs if we just have run out of time. Instant Pot is great for hard-boiled eggs. It steams them. I just stick them in the Instant Pot for 5 minutes on manual, let it go on the warm function for 5 minutes, and then I release the pressure, and then put them in a bucket of ice, you know, a pot of ice, to cool down rapidly. Peel them, good to go. You can do a dozen of those at a time or more. Let them sit in your fridge, and they're a great grab and go snack or last minute dinner idea. Tuesdays I have themed Taco Tuesday or Tuscany Tuesday or Tuscan Tuesday, whatever. So we either go with a Mexican theme or an Italian theme, and which is kind of hard in our household because there's one of our beauties is pretty sure allergic to tomatoes or nightshades, and so any bell pepper, any tomato product, and she is just doesn't like it. Like when I can tomatoes, she can't even be in the house because it literally makes her sick to her stomach. So Tuesday nights can be hard for our family because I like all the onions and bell peppers and all the things, and she does not. We try to work around that as much as possible. Taco Tuesday, we could have a taco salad, or we could do burritos or tacos, burrito bowls. Those are just some easy, quick meals that don't take up a lot of heat, you know, or producing heat in the kitchen. I love my Instant Pot. I will cook up rice in there or quinoa for burrito bowls, and saute up some hamburger with all the fixings. If I do burritos, I will just make sourdough wraps from my sourdough starter. That's really quick and easy. And I rarely make tortillas just because it's a lot of rolling and extra effort that frankly I don't have the time. No, ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, I guess you do sometimes. But most of the time I'm not into that. So I'm just about, you know, spending time outside because it's gorgeous or hot and you just want to float in the pool. I don't know. And you can check out the blog post. I'll give more ideas of maybe actual recipes. Not actual recipes because I cook kind of by the seat of my pants. It's more method cooking, and you just toss in seasonings that you know are, you know, go with the theme of either Mexican or Italian. But I'll talk a little bit more about that on the blog, so check out the blog post at ouramiablefarmhouse.com. All right, and I'll leave links below too, so check that out. Wednesdays is Wacky Wednesday, so we usually have Brinner, which is breakfast for dinner. So that can consist of anything you would like for breakfast: pancakes, waffles, Dutch babies, I don't know, bacon and eggs. We do like a bacon and egg McMuffin, which is I'll just make my sourdough English muffins. Super easy, doesn't take up a lot of heat in the house because I make them in my cast iron skillet on the stove. If it's really, really hot, I will take the cast irons out to the grill and I will cook them out there because, you know, if it's 90, 95, you know, 100 degrees, which typically in the Northwest, it doesn't get up to 90 very often and stay there. So we don't have too many days like that, but sometimes we do, and so I'll just cook everything out on the grill. So that's Wednesdays. Let's see, Thursday is a skillet night. So that just means I'm getting my big old cast iron skillet out, which is like I think it's about a 14-inch. It's pretty big. We have a family of 5, and they like to eat. They don't care if it's hot or cold, summer or winter. Those kids are eating. And the man cub too. He's like, where's the beef? Bring it on. So I have to cook a lot. So the skillet, I love skillet meals. You can just throw some basic things. You got your protein, throw in a starch and some veggies, and you've got a complete meal. Now, if I'm trying to keep it a little trimmer, I will keep out the starch or grain or legume of some sort. I will keep that, either cook it on the side for them, or we will just have a big, heavy protein, fat skillet meal and leave out the starches. And they don't seem to really care either way. As long as there's meat, that's what they want. So skillet meal, I will pick a meat. It's usually hamburger because that's easy. If I'm gonna do a stew meat or some kind of roast that I chop up into cubes or shred, I will use my Instant Pot earlier in the day for that, and then just add shredded meat to my skillet dish. Usually I don't do that though, because that's just more dishes. Yeah, no. So it's usually a ground meat of some kind. You could use ground turkey or ground chicken or ground pork, whatever you have on your homestead. But for us, we usually have ground, either ground elk or ground beef, or ground venison, either one. So I will just, throw it in there. And one of my favorites is, I think it's called like egg roll in a bowl. So I will just do like an oriental themed veggies and seasonings. So that's coriander, ginger, sesame oil, red pepper flakes, or that rooster sauce. We call it rooster sauce. It's like a Chinese pepper sauce. It's red, has a rooster on the bottle. I don't know what it's called. It's just some sort of hot chili sauce. I don't put too much in because we're weenies, except for Man Cub. Man Cub will sit there and put the fire sauce on everything. But anyway, so I just think oriental themed flavors and add that to the skillet. So I saute up my meat, and then I've got all the veggies, the onions, the carrots. I can either julienne them or shred them. We got cabbage, thinly sliced that, onion, I think I already said onion, ginger, sesame oil, and whatever veggie you have on hand that's growing, radishes, or let's see what else, beans, peas, a green, like a hearty chard or kale. I just throw it all in there. The more veggies, the better. And just saute that all up, and voila, you got dinner. You can put that over rice or quinoa. If you have leftover rice or quinoa in your fridge, I just toss that in there and make like a fried rice. Whatever you have on hand. It's so simple and easy, and in 30 minutes you've got dinner. Or what else? Another Thursday night, instead of a skillet meal, you could do like baked potatoes or stuffed potatoes. Cook them up in the Instant Pot or out on the grill. You could do sweet potatoes or baker potatoes, the big russets, or whatever kind of potato you want, and throw either some lunch meat on there, some ham, or ground beef or any kind of meats, or boiled eggs. I don't know. You could just dress it any way you want. That's also a quick meal. Friday night is always pizza movie night in the Van Loo household. So it's the favorite night of the week. Everybody looks forward to it, and so I will just make, lately I have been making pizza dough the traditional way, where you roll it out and it's thick and doughy, you know. But usually I am just using my starter, my sourdough starter, and I spread that on a preheated cast iron skillet and bake it up for about 10 minutes, and then I flip it over, top it with all our pizza toppings, and throw it back in the oven to finish cooking the rest of the way and get the cheese all melty and yummy goodness. That's just, you know, using the sourdough starter is super fast, super quick, super easy, super lazy. Yeah. But if I feel like doing a dough, I'll just, you know, make it up in the morning and let it sour all day and break down the phytic acid of the flour. I usually use spelt. Sometimes I rarely use einkorn just because it's so finicky and I have to remember how to use it. Finicky meaning that it's very sticky and really hard to work with. If I'm gonna do that, I'm just gonna use a batter like sourdough starter and just spread it with my spoon and call it a day. But if I want to do dough, then I will use my spelt and start it in the morning, and then by evening it's ready to roll out and make into pizza dough. Now we're at Saturday. Saturday is always grill night, celebrating the weekend out on the porch, you know, out on the deck, and so we're getting our grill on with either hamburgers, hot dogs, or bratwurst, steak, whatever it is. Maybe I've been marinating in a tri-tip roast, slap that baby on there and cook it up real nice and good and thinly sliced. Yum-o. And then we'll just serve whatever we want on the side. Who knows, could be cast iron potatoes, JoJo style, or maybe some corn on the cob, or just some corn, a salad, a veggie of some kind. I don't know. We just kind of play it by ear. Whatever is in season, eating the summer garden produce. Sunday is whatever. You know, if I'm feeling like I just need a day of rest, I'm not gonna do much. In the summer, you know, it's too hot for Sunday roast dinner kind of thing. So I will either utilize my Instant Pot, or a lot of the times, especially when it's super hot, we just don't feel like cooking or eating anything big. You know what we'll do? We will have smoothies and popcorn. Yes, that is a thing. It's perfectly healthy. You can dress those smoothies up with all kinds of add-ins like chia seed, flax meal, pristine whey protein powder, collagen, and MCT oil, and all the things. I mean, these can be some healthy smoothies and filling. Or make it into a smoothie bowl where it's a lot thicker and it's like you're eating ice cream. Yeah, the kids rave over those. You can make it any flavor you want, you know, fruit or chocolate, whatever you have on hand. Then popcorn. Just pop up some popcorn and they're happy. I mean, who says you can't have smoothies and popcorn for dinner? It's a thing. I promise you. I hope you enjoyed my video on what we eat in the summer. Meal planning, but not really meal planning. So it gave you some ideas of how to theme each day. Customize it to what your family likes, the different themes that you look forward to eating, and that will help you kind of wrap your head around what we're gonna have each night for dinner without having to stress about it or plan too much. You kind of get in a rhythm at the grocery store. You know exactly what to buy each week because you know the foods that your family will eat, and it becomes really simple. And if you liked these ideas, I've created a little PDF printout that you could post on your fridge to help you remember the themes for each night and give you some ideas of what you could make for dinner. And then from there, you could just go wild with your imagination. I'm sure you could incorporate some of your family's favorite recipes into that rotation, and hopefully give you some new ideas too to break up the monotony of what are we gonna do for dinner tonight. So be sure to download your copy today for free. I will leave a link below in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified each week I bring a new video on simple food, simple living, simply handmade. Thanks so much for stopping by our amiable farmhouse. We'll see you soon. We just cleaned the car yesterday, and by we I mean my kids, and it still is like there's still stuff around. Anyways, real life people. Okay, and I'm in the passenger seat because I have a 16-year-old still trying to get those hours in to get her license. But I digress. Meal planning. All right,